Hello everyone, this is Tormuse, and today I'm going to be playing a mod for Doki Doki Literature Club that I made. It's about 15 minutes long. It's a short joke mod. This is a total shitpost mod. Like, this is not meant to be taken seriously at all. I just made it. It's just relentlessly silly. It's got some dark humor. And, you know, they say that the best comedians don't laugh at their own jokes, so I'm going to show what a bad comedian I am, because I'm going to probably laugh at all my jokes in here. Whatever. It's a developer's commentary thing. Let's go. Here we go. It's called Yuri's New Toy. Hey, Natsuki. Hey, Sarai. What you doing? Just reading some manga. What's up? Well, I was just kind of wondering if you'd like to go for a walk. A walk? Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of hungry and I thought it would be fun to go to the vending machine together. I don't have any money with me, Sayori. Why would you bring that up all of a sudden? You're about to try to guilt me into buying you a snack. It's not going to work. Ah, darn. Well, it's worth a try. That's cute. Hello, everyone. Whoa. What the heck? I just bought this yesterday, and I've been bursting with excitement to show it off. This is the promo image I use just to build suspense about what the Yuri's new toy actually is. Anyway, is that a sword? Natsuki, please. This is a katana. I've been saving up for it for over a year, and it's finally mine. It's perfectly balanced, too. Observe. It's cute. And of course, I anticipate a bazillion Avengers Infinity War jokes about that in the perfectly balanced line. Anyway. Hey, that's really neat, Yuri. Ooh, I got an idea. Can you do tricks with it? Like, if I put an apple on top of my head and you cut it in half with one swing? I mean, I don't have an apple with me, but you could probably buy one from the cafeteria. And can I have the apple afterward? I just love that long-winded, convoluted way of trying to get a snack out of her. I'm not buying you a snack, Sayori. Ah, darn. I have a number of running gags going through this thing, as short as it is. Anyway. And besides, such a trick would be extremely unsafe. The katana has a very sharp blade. That image of her gleefully swinging the sword around is adorable. Anyway. Careful with that thing, Yuri. You're gonna cut someone. Natsuki, please. There's another running gag. The Natsuki, please, with her condescending look. And this pose isn't available in the base game. This is one of the ones from the mood posing tool made by Kronos and Company. I think it's a good condescending pose. Like the base DDLC, she just has either her left hand, the audience's right hand up, or both hands up. There's never this configuration here. This was added, and I think it's a good condescending pose. Like she's holding her lapel and looking down in condescension, like Natsuki, please, like seriously. Anyway, moving on. Natsuki, please. I've been handling sharp objects for my entire lifetime. I think I know how to handle a katana safely. If you say so, but I'm gonna stand over here just in case. Suit yourself. Hi guys, how's it going? I've seen that a bazillion times because of playtesting, and it still makes me laugh. It's just... Sorry, I hit up laughing in anticipation. Just the long pause, Yuri just still looking gleeful, and a look of uh-oh, and then before her arms just fall right off. There's this long... The timing of the pause is just crucial to the humor, because I want the audience to believe that it's just her hair that got cut before her arms fall off. Like I said, dark humor. This is not meant to be taken seriously. Yuri! Sorry. Look what you've done. You've cut off my hair. Do you have any idea how long it's going to take for it to grow back? Monica? Look at Sarah's face there, too. It's like, well, it's a combination of concerned and confused. What? I think you have bigger problems in your hair. What are you talking about? Well, for one thing, can you do this? It's obviously that's also not base game, but it's it amuses me greatly to have Natsuki with one of Monica's poses. Just for that joke. Anyway. Ah, my arms! Well, don't just stand there, do something! Right. Okay. Nobody panic, everyone. Nobody panic! The first thing we need to do is pack the arms in ice so the hospital can reattach them. Natsuki, can you do that? Ew, no way. I'm not touching them. I'll do it. Don't hand them to me. What am I going to do with them? You're supposed to be packing them in ice. Right. Sorry. Okay, good. While Sarah's doing that, Natsuki, dial 911. What? Dial 911. What the heck are you talking about? Natsuki, please. There's that line again. Monica's going to need an ambulance to get her to the hospital. Yuri, that's the American emergency number. We're in Japan. She should dial 119. Oh, right. Sorry, I forgot. And there's the running gag that Yuri forgetting that they're not in the United States. I mean, you know, DDLC it's an American game, but it's made with Japanese tropes in mind, and it's made to look like a Japanese setting. Despite the fact that the original game, Yuri's kettle is in Fahrenheit for some reason. So yeah, that just lends itself to this gag where Yuri forgets that she's not in the United States. And yeah, I looked that up. Obviously, 911 American emergency number. It's not a universal emergency number. Different nations have different emergency numbers, and I looked it up, and the number in Japan is apparently 119. Go figure. Anyway, moving on. Oh, right. Sorry, I forgot. I'm surrounded by idiots. Hey, what did I do? Never mind, Natsuki. Just make the call. Fine, I'll do it. Someone has to be the smart one around here. Okay, dialing. Hey, yeah, I'm calling because my idiot friend was playing with a sword. Katana. That running gag again. Whatever. Anyway, my friend was swinging it around and, well, I mean, she isn't really my friend. I just kind of know her because we're in the literature club together. I mean, I guess I sort of want to be friends with her. But don't tell her I said that. I don't want to go to her head or anything. Natsuki, I'm standing right here. Rig. She's gonna make me so embarrassing now. Huh? What's that? The reason I called? No, I'm getting to that. Let me finish what I was saying. Anyway, most of the time it's nice spending time with her, but she ruins it every time she opens her damn mouth. Like, I wish she'd just get it in her head that she doesn't have to show off how fancy she is all the time. It always it feels like she's looking down on me. I believe the word you're looking for is condescending. I just reuse the condescending pose every time, and it's just extra fitting in this line. I mean, the original game, Yuri isn't that condescending. I mean, she's a little. She's kind of pretentious, not gonna lie. But I just sort of ramped it up for humor's sake. Anyway, moving on. Damn it, she's doing it again. Have you ever known someone so annoying? Oh? They hung up on me. Freaking nerve of them. I'm gonna call them back and complain to their manager. Natsu Karen. The one time in my life that I can't facepalm. Natsuki? Is it true? Huh? That you want to be friends? I mean, sort of. I don't know. Shut up. I didn't realize. You always seemed so angry. I thought you hated me. Well, no, not really. I mean, you kind of make me mad sometimes, but I don't hate you. Just wish you wouldn't make me feel like I did something wrong. It's really hurtful. I didn't know I was hurting you. I apologize profusely. I promise I won't do it again. And I'd like to be friends too. Really? Well, yes. If you'll have me. Aw. Sure, Yuri. We're friends. Can I give you a hug? Oh, come here. It's a subtle thing that Monica looks away while they're hugging. Like, this is just like the combination of like, guys, did you just forget about me? Like this is awkward. Anyway, so soft. What's that? Your hair. It's soft. Oh, that would be from the conditioner I use. Having such long hair can be a hassle to wash, but I think it's worth it too. I'm kidding, Yuri. I was talking about your boobs. Oh. I don't use any conditioner on those. I suppose it was rather funny. Yes, very funny, and very sweet and touching. I'd give you a hug too if I could, but I can't because I have no freaking arms. Can you at least call me a taxi or something? Right, yes, of course. Natsuki, if you would. Why do I have to do everything? Not everything. Sayori is dealing with the arms. Yeah, and what about you? Someone has to delegate. Someone who can keep a cool head in a crisis and keep things organized. It's also funny. They had their tender little moment and like they're right back to fighting again. Anyway. You know what? Forget it. I'll just walk to the hospital myself. Why does my stomach hurt so much? Oh my god! That took some doing, by the way. That took some work coding that transition in. Not to mention editing the artwork. It took several tries to get it right. Still isn't exactly as right as I wanted to. I realized after releasing the mod, there's some graphical anomalies in the artwork. It's subtle. You can't see it. Once you see, it's the kind of thing. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. But her upper half has some extraneous pixels which intrude into the lower half. And you know, I was careful and meticulous when I was editing the artwork. I thought I dealt with that, so it's annoying that it made it into the final product, but I don't know. I guess I must have, like, after I edited it, I forgot to save my work or something. I don't know how I thought I was careful, but whatever. It's barely noticeable. It's not worth complaining. I notice it though, because I made it, but oh well. But yeah, basically I just drew a straight line across Monica and just split it into 5 different images. One for the upper half, one for the lower half, one for each arm, and one for the hair. So 5 different images. And figured out the ratios to make the transition so it slides evenly along the along the line. It has to go the exact right distance, drops quickly, and then rotates. Yeah, it took a lot of trial and error to get everything looking exactly right for it. And the sound effect I got off of Freesound, it's a concrete block sliding, which I don't know. I just think it adds to the humor value to have obviously inappropriate sound effects in there. Anyway, moving on. Oh my god. Sorry. Nobody panic. Right. Okay. So here's the good news. This line cracks me up. It's just obviously from going to, like, for good reason, all panicked, to just immediately calming down and saying, "Okay, so yeah, you're cutting two pieces, but let's try to look on the bright side, you know." I can see your stomach from here, and the blade didn't touch it. So that means that technically, it isn't really your stomach that's hurting. But the bad news is, I think you're going to need more ice. Really, Yuri? That's the bad news? Like she's cut in half and that's the bad news? Anyway. Hi everyone. Jeez, what took you so long? Yeah, sorry about that. I had to get a snack. I was kind of hungry. And again, Sari's running gag about wanting a snack, and it just also highlights the fact that, like, nobody's as concerned about the fact that Monica's arms were cut off and then she was cut in half. Like, no one's concerned as they should be. I mean, obviously, in real life, such an injury would be very quickly fatal, and she certainly wouldn't be conscious. I mean, I get dizzy when I stand up too quickly. I mean, from lack of blood flow to the brain. Like, obviously, if you're cut in half, you lose so much blood. Like, you basically lose consciousness instantly. Anyway, moving on. Sorry to get morbid there. This is, I mean, I made this to look cartoonish, like, sort of Tom and Jerry. Looney Tunes, Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner, like they can get blown up and be perfectly fine. And it's just a silly cartoon like that. Anyway, moving on. That's all right, Sayori. Actually, you have good timing. I want to let you know that we're going to need more ice than we thought. Hey, where is the ice anyway? Forget the ice, where are my arms? Funny story about that. that bit also cracks me up. Just like she's kind of like, so this is awkward. About your arms, like again, like not showing enough concern about the fact they're. Anyway, moving on. I didn't know where to get any ice. From the cafeteria? Oh yeah, I wish I'd thought of that. Sayori. Right. So, I have good news and bad news. See, I got this idea. If I buy something really cold from the vending machine, that'll be just as good as ice. The bad news is I didn't have any money. But the good news is, Monica had her purse in her hand, and there's lots of money in there. That's also a morbid image. Like, she's taking these arms with her, and she's like, ooh, money. Anyway, and I got a bottle of apple juice, but I accidentally drank it all. Sorry, one bottle of apple juice isn't going to keep both of my arms cold. Aha! I thought of that too. There's just so much going on here. Yuri and Natsuki, are just kind of they're basically just getting bored of Sari and Monica having their little chats. So they're just like, you want to hug again? Okay, sure. And Monica's still. She has that little focus transform where she enlarges every time she speaks. I had to like customize, custom program it in because the focus changes in the base game. They have the Y coordinate of the sprite is hard coded in there, and because Monica is in order to have her like shifted downward and rotated, I had to program in my own transform to make it work properly. That also took a bit of trial and error, figuring out how to get that to work. And this line, aha, I thought of that too. Like, as like bottle of apple juice to keep her arms cold is kind of a stupid idea, but she's saying, I thought of that too, like, aha, I'm so clever. She's doing something dumb. Anyway, moving on. That's why I bought 20 more bottles of apple juice. Or I would have, but I ran out of money. You what? Well, I said I was kind of hungry. I had to get a snack first. And And this like, again, this also cracks me up that you know, Monica's priority shifts from like, oh no, I've been cut in half, to you spent all my money, how dare you. Just, like, now even Monica isn't taking her bisection as serious as she said. Anyway, well, I said I was kind of hungry. I had to get a snack first. So, Yuri, there's no way you spent that much money on vending machine snacks. Okay, so I was kind of really hungry. Sheesh. Siri getting angry at her. Just like, again, you know, Siri doing something obviously dumb and trying to get a snack instead of tending to Monica's arms, and like, she's like, Monica obviously has reason to be getting mad at her, but like, it's just like, it's just ridiculous, this Siri getting mad about it. Anyway, there are over 10,000 yen in there. Yeah, I know. After I emptied the vending machine, I had to find more vending machines across the street. It took me a while. How much is that in American currency? Just out of curiosity. It's about $100. Honestly, Yuri, can we at least pretend this game takes place in Japan? Sorry. And what do you mean by game? Yeah, again, Yuri forgetting they're in Japan, and and Monica breaking the fourth wall, and Yuri acting oblivious to it. Or not oblivious, but anyway. Never mind, Sari, you didn't say what happened to my arms. Oh yeah, so my next idea was to pour cold water on them from the girls' bathroom. But the bad news is only warm water comes out of the taps. If it helps, the water in the toilets is always cold. Ooh, I wish I'd thought of that. You are not putting my arms down a toilet. Don't worry, Monica, I didn't. After I got them wet, I blew on them to keep them cold. I played with the... I considered putting the line, making the line saying, after I got them wet, I blew on them for a while. You know, just for the sake of having a quote that you can take out of context and make it sound really suggestive, but I didn't think it worked. I just left it like this. Blew on them to keep them cold. Anyway. But after blowing on them for a while, I started to get dizzy and I kind of blacked out. What a klutz. Guess that explains the lump on your head. Yeah. But the good news is that when I woke up, Monica's arms were gone. Wait, what? They're gone? Yep. How the hell is that good news? Because now I don't need to worry about them anymore. So Yuri, I need those arms. There's nothing to worry about, Monica, really. Just think about it logically. Whoever took your arms obviously wanted to help you get them reattached. How do you figure that? Well, what other reason is there to take them? Whoever heard of an arm thief? Sheesh. that expression in this context just cracks me up too. Just that look of, well, obviously. It's so nonsensical, like the fact she's just not concerned at all that the arms are gone. Also, the arm thief is a subtle reference to Star Control 2. Nobody's gonna get that, but it amuses me to put it in. So, but yeah, something else I was gonna comment on. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember what I was going to say. Moving on. I can't believe this. Wait a second. Oh no. Oh shoot. Oh darn. Oh crap. What is it? I'm sorry, Monica. I screwed up. You're just realizing that now? I forgot. The hospital needs to reattach your hair. Yeah, I'm sure this goes without saying, but hair is dead. That's why it doesn't hurt to cut it off. Obviously, he doesn't need to be reattached. This is just being silly again. Also, there's a straight line here because that's where Monica's arm normally is. I don't have the art skills to fill that in, so I just left it as is and hope no one would notice. Anyway. We should keep it cool, too. Well, don't worry. I'll put it down the toilet right away. No, damn it! Stop! Once and for all, just stop! Can't you see you're making everything worse? I'm so sorry. I just wanted to help. Jeez, Monica. That was pretty harsh. Indeed, there's no need to be so cruel, Monica. And again, there's just the absurdity of, like, Monica obviously has every reason to be angry, and she's, like, well past the point of where anyone's breaking point would be, really, where anyone would have snapped. And Natsuki reacting is like, well, that was kind of harsh. Also, side note, my original plan was that after Monica fell down, the text box would vanish, and for the rest of the mod, I would just have the text appear over people's heads when they speak. And I had planned to, I planned out how to code all that in. But when I finally did it, like the fact that Monica's head just barely pokes over the text box, I think it just fits so perfectly that I just left that as is. And and the fact that she's on an angle for the whole thing, it's also a source of amusement. Anyway, moving on. Sary's sad because Monica yelled at her. Oh, hey, please don't cry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you. I'm just a big screw-up. I can't do anything right. Don't say that. I know you're doing your best. I mean, sure, you made some mistakes, but that just means you'll do better next time, right? But you said I'm making everything worse. I didn't mean that. I was just a little upset. Actually, I've been meaning to tell you how much I value having you in the club. You managed to make every day a little brighter just by being around. Really? Of course. Seriously, this place wouldn't be the same without you. I had good reason to make you vice president. It's okay. We'll figure this out together. Together? I like the sound of that. And Yuri, Natsuki, I owe you an apology too. I'm sorry for getting so angry earlier. I know this is a difficult situation for all of us. That's also a funny line. Like, she's been cut in half and she's saying it's a difficult situation for all of us. I think it's a difficult situation for one person more than the others, but anyway. But we're all friends. I know we can handle anything we put our minds to. When you put it that way, it sounds rather inspiring. You're right as usual, President. Yeah, Monica's the best. Come on, everybody. Group hug, group hug. Aww. Fun fact, I got the positioning right on the first try. I was like, okay, I was programming in the X and Y coordinates, okay, put Natsuki here, put Sayori here, put Yuri here, and it was like, hey, that looks perfectly well like a group hug. Additional fun fact, Doki Doki Storm is the only one of the 5 mods I've made which doesn't feature a group hug. Somehow, 4 out of 5 mods that I've made, they all feature group hug and Sayori initiated every time. I don't know, I guess I just headcanon that. I mean, Sayori's canonically into hugs. I mean, she does a fair bit in the original game, and they drew special attention to that in DDLC Plus as well. She even I believe there's even a song called Hug Energy, which is like Sayori's song, and she talks about needing hug energy from hugs. But anyway, yeah, Sayori, the chronic group hug initiator. Okay, moving on. Aww. I can't really hug back, but this is nice. Aww. Hey, Monica. Yes, Sayori? Can I ask you a question? Yes, Sayori. Why are you on the floor? Like everyone's all smiles, and as soon as Sayori says that, like Monika's face just falls. Like, oh, right, you're an idiot. Anyway, also, why is your body in two pieces? And then she's just annoyed. I don't want to be rude or anything. I'm just kind of curious. Okay, everyone. I think it's enough hugging for now. Oh, okay. So now, I think it's important for us to figure out what to do next. But first, look over there. A distraction. Where? Wait, well, actually, there should have been three wheres. Sorry. Another fun fact. These aren't just the sprites flipped. Someone made a different version of the sprites which are designed to face that way. Like Natsuki's hair is still going this way. Sayori's bow switches sides. Yuri doesn't have the hair clip on the side. It's something. What was the artist's name? Ada Huedo, something like that. They actually made that a couple years ago, and I've been hoping for an opportunity to use them sometime. This seemed like the perfect opportunity. Anyway, there we go. Moving on. Reset character. Monika, reset. I don't get it. What are we looking at over here? I concur. There doesn't seem to be anything particularly interesting. Yeah, really isn't much of a distraction, is it? Another funny line. Like, even as they're being totally distracted by it, it isn't much of a distraction. Anyway. You must have just missed it. Wow, what? How? I got better? Wow, that was lucky. Obviously, I got better that's Monty Python reference. I believe. Yeah, I think it was Monty Python and the Holy Grail, isn't it? She said, "What? She turned me into a nude." I'll look at him, and he's obviously human. He says, "Well, I got better." Like, anyway. Wow, that was lucky. See, I told you there's nothing to worry about. Sure. Let's just let this be a lesson in being careful from now on. Of course. I'm always careful with my... Yeah. This line is sort of funny. Like you're still trying to be condescending. Like, this whole adventure happened because you cut her in half, and you're still gonna say I'm always careful? Like, seriously? Anyway. Well, this is strange. My katana is suddenly made of plastic now. I could have sworn it was made of metal before. Really? Gee, I wonder how that happened. Well, as long as it's still balanced. And yeah, Natsuki's head falling off at the end. That effect works surprisingly well. I think it's just the perfect way to cap the whole ridiculousness of the scene. Yeah, in case it isn't obvious, Monika's menu sprite also doesn't have arms, and it also doesn't have a ponytail. Like, normally her hand would be, sticking right out over here, and her ponytail would be trailing out over here. It's a kind of thing. I deliberately positioned Sayori and Natsuki so that it wouldn't be obvious at first, but after playing through it and to see what's happened in the mod, it's like, oh, okay, I see, no arms. Like, you might, at first glance, you might notice something looks a little off, like why isn't her hand here? But yeah. Also, after I positioned them like this, it occurred to me that So he's in a bit of a suggestive position. It was totally unintended, I swear, but it does look like she's kind of grinding up against Monica. Monica looks very pleased. Sorry. Sorry for putting that image in your heads. I'm like, screw it, it's too late to change it. I didn't intend it to look like that, but whatever, I'm leaving it. So yeah, that's Yuri's new toy, and because it's plastic in the end, it really is a toy. Aha, aha! It's not just an actual sword. That's it. That was a silly little thing that I threw together. I looked at the creation date of the file. I started working on it 5 months ago, which isn't to say that it took 5 months to make it. Like I wasn't working on it every day or anything, but I don't know. It's a symptom of the pandemic. I think I just totally losing track of time. Is like, how did 5 months pass by? What was I even doing 5 months ago? I don't know. I mean, the fact that this little 15-minute thing, well, okay, this video is 36 minutes and counting. That's because of all my stopping to comment on it, but every other run-through that I've done took 15 minutes, and I saw a couple of videos of people going through it, and they took 15 minutes, so I'm pretty confident that's the length of the mod. But yeah, 5 months to work on 15 minutes. It doesn't bode well for my other projects. I'm still theoretically working on them. I mean, you know, the sequel to Storm and the other mod, Turquoise, which is intended to be a Psionica mod. Both of those are like half written. I haven't been working on them. I mean, I started working on like Storm, and then I got distracted when I had the idea. Oh, what about a Psionica mod? And I wrote halfway through that, and then I got distracted by this. I seem to be having difficulty finishing my projects lately. Well, at least I finished this, as silly shitpost as it is. It was fun. It was fun to do. It was a neat bit of coding to do. It's nice to have something that it doesn't have to take itself seriously. Especially after, you know, Storm obviously was super dark, and the sequel's also going to have a lot of dark stuff in it, you know, if I ever get around to finishing it. I don't know. And I say, okay, now that I've done this, I'll get back to it, but I also got invited to work on another project, a non-DDLC related project, actually, which could be really interesting. So that might end up distracting me. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll finish them eventually. I don't know. I guess that's it. I got nothing else. Until next time.